Hello there, and welcome back to episode number 3 of Maxing a Level 3 Skiller in 1 year. If you have not seen the first couple of episodes, definitely go ahead and check those out, because we are back on the challenge. We are going to finish this challenge, and I'm super excited, super motivated to be back. Definitely go check those out. If you guys are curious as to how far I am into the challenge, I've been putting the day number in the top left corner of the videos. So let me know if you guys like that idea. That way you guys can kind of see what day in terms of the 365 days, you'll be able to see what day we're on. If that made any sense at all, hopefully it did. But yeah, it's in the top left. Let me know if you think it's a good idea, and I'll keep doing it. If not, we'll just get rid of it. In the last episode, we put a big focus on starting up birdhouses and getting our farm run started. This episode's going to be pretty similar, although these will pretty much be passive, so I won't be showing every single level. Just know that I'll be staying on top of my tree runs at least once a day. I'm going to do 2 trees runs a day for these earlier trees since they have a lower timer. And birdhouses, I'm going to be doing as many as I can per day. I won't be doing anything crazy like waking up in the middle of the night to do them, but I'll be trying to do 5 or 6 at least per day, during the normal playing hours. Plans for this episode, honestly, I'm not really too sure. Going to be a lot of skill hopping. We're definitely going to go for Graceful soon. I think that'll be in the next episode. I don't really want to get started on that just yet. But yeah. If you guys are enjoying the series, be sure to leave a smiley face down in the comments. I'm curious to see who's watched the first 2 episodes now and is now watching number 3. Definitely let me know, and enjoy the video, guys. Turns out my oak trees are actually done already. I didn't realize how fast these actually are. It's only been maybe 3 hours, so we'll be able to do more than these than expected. But there's the first level of the video, level 22 farming. And there's an important level here. Actually, 23 farming unlocks giant seaweed. This is not something I did on my last 99 farming, but I do plan on doing it this time around because it's pretty decent XP. Also a good chance for the tango pet is what I've been told. And it's pretty much doesn't take much time at all because it's right where you do your birdhouse runs anyway. But we'll definitely be doing a decent amount of seaweed runs. Start off this episode by getting 100% Hosidious favor. There's a couple things we needed for. You need level 25, and I believe it's 35% favor to be able to steal fruit stalls, which is the best XP that we can get at our level. It's 15% actually, but we might as well go all the way to 100% doing the compost saltpeter method, because we will eventually want to be able to do tithe farm way down the line. But more importantly, we want the 75% for the woodcutting guild, since this is where the redwood trees are, which is where we're going to be spending a lot of time later on. So we might as well go all the way to 100% because, honestly, getting 15%, getting 100% is only going to be the difference of a couple minutes of making the compost, so it's really not a big deal. So to get up to 5% favor, you just have to push and repair these plows. All you need to do is bring a hammer to repair them. And then from 5% to 100%, we'll be making the compost, which I'll show in a little bit here. I just wanted to kind of quickly throw it out there that the only 2 favors I'll be getting during this challenge are going to be Hosidious for the reasons I said earlier, and then the Arceus favor to unlock the blood and soul rune crafting, since that's pretty much what we're going to be doing to 99 rune crafting. The other 3 we'll be getting after the challenge is over, just because you don't really get any benefit from doing these. No training methods or anything unlocked that I know of, at least. We'll just be leaving those pretty much where they're at. Okay, we're up to 5%. That took a little longer than I remember. Now we'll move on to the making compost method. So the best way to do this that I know of is to set your X quantity to 14. You take out 14 and you kind of organize them in 2 lines. That way they're easier to click. And you'll see why in a second. And then you withdraw the 14 saltpeter. You escape out and you just kind of zigzag your way down. You get a little bit of farming XP while doing this. And you need 950 of these to go from 5% to 100%. And then instead of depositing these, you want to withdraw 14, deposit your 14 completed ones, withdraw 14 again, rinse and repeat. You can just kind of AFK it, but it's very slow, as you can see. So it's much faster to manually do it, but if you need to AFK it, this is pretty decent. So we did all 950 of the compost things. We actually got 2 farming levels, 25 to 27. Then we just come over here to the clerk, and you can turn them in right from your bank. Yes, please. Thank you. And 100% favor. Let's go ahead and start theming on some fruit stalls. Okay, so we're moving on to the fruit stalls. This is the best XP rates until until probably like Pyramid Plunder, like decent floors of Pyramid Plunder. I think level 41 Pyramid Plunder might be a little better, but this is pretty decent and it's pretty chill. You just kind of stand here and click. This is actually where I got the Rocky Pet on a different account. It'd be kind of cool to get that again, but we're going to be staying here for a little while, at least until 41. If you wanted a little bit faster XP rates, I'm pretty sure you can run back and forth in between the two stalls, and you get like 1 or 2 ticks ahead of the respawn timer, but I'm not trying that hard, honestly. That's not really a big deal for me. But there's 26 thieving, first level of our little mini grind here. I'll also not be banking anything just because there's no reason to, but if you're an Iron Man or something and you're early on into your account, these strange fruits give you 30 run energy, which is pretty useful for some quests especially, and just for getting around the game in general since you don't really have access to stamina potions early on. So these might be worth banking if you're an early Iron Man. I missed it, but we just got 30 thieving. And level 35 thieving. Nice and quick. There's 41 thieving, which was our goal for now, which unlocks the third room of Pyramid Plunder. Let's go ahead and do a birdhouse run. We're also going to do our first seaweed run. You do not need the diving stuff to come down here. You just can't stay down here forever. You have like an oxygen bar here, so you just have to go up, come back down, and it'll reset to 100. But it normally doesn't even take the entire bar to finish your run. I'm going to go ahead and go back to mining some iron with the goal of at least level 50 for now. Mining's one of those skills that's just extremely slow, so anytime we can chip away at it, we're definitely going to use. And I kind of just feel like chilling, and this is a pretty brainless activity, honestly. You just kind of spin in circles and then drop your inventory every so often. This is our first level 50 skill on the account, which is mining, which is kind of surprising to me because I hate mining. But yeah, it's been a little bit, so it's time to go do a tree run and another birdhouse run. So this farm run gets us really close to level 30 farming. So our next run is going to be Willow Trees, since the first tree that we check, as long as it doesn't die, will give us 30 farming, which is the requirement for Willow Trees, which is pretty good. I just missed it, but we also got level 30 Hunter, which is pretty nice. We actually got the 30 farming from Seaweed, which is the Willow Trees I just talked about. So day 2 is kind of coming to an end. We're going to go ahead and go back to our AFK fishing. We're starting at level 48, not really too sure how far we're going to get here tonight, but we're going to be here for at least an hour. And I guess we'll give you a quick look at the stats. This is where we're at right now. And also the playtime. We're just over 13 hours, so it's been about 6.5 hours per day. I wish I could speak, which is pretty decent for the first couple of days. That's definitely a good amount of playtime. And we'll probably add an hour or two or that to the AFK here tonight. I plan on showing this a decent amount just because in order to complete the challenge, you need to average like a certain amount of hours per day. So just so people can see where I'm at with this challenge, I think this will be a good idea. I hope to show the playtime and the stats in each episode. You know, now that I think about it, I didn't really address the fact, like how I got feathers and teleports and stuff. So similar to the last time I attempted the series, we did put some money on the account. I traded over 60 million GP to start, which is far less than I traded over the first time. But it's definitely not enough to max in a year. But I'm a little bit hesitant to trade over a lot of GP just because I know some people won't really like that. But let me know what you guys think about that. You definitely need a lot of GP to max in a year, seeing as a lot of the money-making methods on these skills, which are very limited to begin with, are usually the slower option XP-wise, which would not be very realistic for maxing. But I do plan on funding it again. But just let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. So we're done fishing for the night, and I'm about to log out. So what I normally do when I'm done for the night is bring 2 rounds of logs for 2 rounds of birdhouses. So I can do one now, and then as soon as I log in, I'll be ready to do another one since I'll be right here anyway. And you basically just do it in reverse, and that way you don't have to come back here the next morning. I guess I forgot to mention that oh, there's a level 31, but we got up to 53 fishing. I think we were level 48. So today is a new day. It is now Saturday, which is day 3 of the account. And Saturday is typically one of the days where I don't have as much playtime as the other days in the week. So today's mostly going to be like an AFK kind of day. We did do a birdhouse and a farm run to start off. We're up to 32 and 32. They're kind of lined up right now, but I'm sure farming will quickly pass them. And then for most of my day, for the hours that I played today, it's just going to be fishing. For you guys, it'll be like 1 or 2 clips. For me, it'll probably be a couple hours. Randomly bumped into Rikto Koshi, who is like a level 3 legend. I've got him up on RuneLight here so you guys can take a quick look at his stats. Anything 126 is 200 mil, or very close to 200 mil here, like fishing for example. He's got over 2.5 billion XP as a level 3. Pretty nuts. I've been doing a lot of fishing over the past little while. We just hit level 65 fishing, and I was kind of throwing the clips together, and we are over the 10-minute mark, so this is actually where I'm going to be ending the video. As I said, I kind of want to keep them around that 10-minute mark. So a quick little kind of look back at what we did. A lot of farm runs and birdhouse runs. We got our Hosidious favor. I think we also did some mining in this video, and it's just been a lot of kind of AFK fishing over the weekend, since those are kind of the days that I don't get to play quite as much as I'd like to. But yeah, here's a quick look at the stats, quick look at our time played. I'm not sure how often this updates, but 23 hours, 14 minutes so far at the end of episode 3 here. So if you guys made it this far into the video, as always, absolutely love you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave the heart or smiley face down in the comments if you made it all the way to the end. And we'll see you guys in episode number 4.